What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Juju the Gamer on Juju Sports Corner, and we are finally down to the final 4 teams in the NFL, the right to earn, play in the Super Bowl in beautiful SoFi Stadium. Let's talk about this first half between the Chiefs and the Bengals. Chiefs are currently winning, 21-10? Yeah, 21-10. Like, the name of this game, the way it's going, is the trenches for Kansas City is just outright dominating both sides of the ball. The Bengals are struggling to run the ball. They were already struggling last week to protect Joe Burrow. This is still the same. And Kansas City's offensive line is getting push after push. MAHOMES is having clean pockets to throw the football. And if this continues, I really don't see the Bengals having any chance of coming back, even in this game, to have a chance to win. Now, the Bengals was able to tack on a late score off a great executed screen pass to TYREEK. And probably the biggest play of the game, they stopped Kansas City from scoring any points to close out the half. That could be a momentum builder, or that could just clearly come back to haunt Kansas City later in this game, if because that was a missed opportunity to get 3 or 7 points. They got 0. So we'll see how this second half goes. But I expect the Bengals to play much better. I'm about to say at least running the ball, because that pass protection last week, they gave up 9 sacks. I don't see that getting better. I don't. I do believe they have to find more creative ways to get the ball into Jamar Chase's hands to alleviate some of the heavy pressure that BURROW is facing. Other than that, really, the main story of this game so far is that the Kansas City trenches, both offense and defensive line, is just outright winning. Like there's nothing more I can say about that. Like a lot of people say, oh, you need a great quarterback to win, which you do. Need a good defense to win. Yeah, but you can't do nothing on both sides of the ball if your line is not doing their job. And for right now, Kansas City's offense and defensive line is just winning the game. So Bengals got a lot of work to do. They need to find some way to get Eli Apple off the field, because he is getting toasted left and right. He's already given up 2 touchdowns. He almost gave up a game-breaking play at the end of the half. He probably should have been, studying film instead of, arguing with both Saints and Giants fans on Twitter this week. But I'll meet y'all at the end of the game. Hopefully it's going to be a good second half, because that first half was all Kansas City, and it's looking like it's going to be MAHOMES for another Super Bowl, 3 straight Super Bowls for him. I don't even know what to say, what I just watched. Man, that's Cincinnati pulled it off. Oh my goodness. And what's crazy about it is the Bengals offensive line still wasn't playing that well. Burrow was still getting pressured. He was still, Joe Burrow and that Bengals defense did all they could. Well, let me start off, but let me just give credit to the Bengals defense, because it was looking like they had no chance of stopping MAHOMES whatsoever. And to come out in the second half and only give up 3 points, which was at the end of regulation, to that potent Chiefs offense, was just something special. Joe Burrow and the kicker for the Bengals, Evan McPherson, just chipping away, drive after drive, getting points what they needed to. It was a full team effort by the Bengals to get this victory. Even when it went into overtime, all the Chiefs fans are erupting in joy because of what they just seen last week happen when they get the ball back in overtime. So they thinking this game about to be done. Man, an overthrow by MAHOMES, a drop pick by Eli Apple, and then another pick that was actually caught by Von Bell gave this Bengals team a chance of getting to the Super Bowl. the Super Bowl. And just 3 years ago, the Bengals stunk. The Bengals absolutely stunk. So, you know what the crazy part about this is? The Chiefs was double teaming Ja'Marr Chase the entire game. Ja'Marr Chase did not go off for the numbers that he did back in week 17. This was all on the back of Joe Burrow and T. Higgins making plays for the Bengals offense. It's just, wow. I don't even know what to say. The Bengals are really headed to the Super Bowl. The Bengals of Cincinnati are headed to the Super Bowl. Now let me look at this from the other side. If you're the Chiefs, what in the world do you go from here? Because you can't blame this on the defense. Okay, you can't blame this on the defense. They had a 21-3 lead with a chance to expand on that. No, 21-10 lead, expand on that coming into the second half. Coming right out, well, a couple seconds down before the second half started, and they didn't get points. And I had literally tweeted that said that might come back to bite Kansas City not getting points there. And guess what happened? It did. They didn't get the 3 points nor the 7 points, and that gave Cincinnati belief and hope that they are right back in this game, because being down 14-18 is a lot worse than being down only 11, which is 2 possessions. It's a lot worse, a lot tougher to come back from. So, man, I don't even know where the Chiefs go from here, because their defense was much more improved than last year. Their offensive line was much more improved. I think what lost Kansas City this game is that they went away from the run game. They went away from the run game. The run game between Jerick McKinnon, Mecole Hardman, and Edwards-Helaire was working the entire first half. They were getting chunk plays off their run game. And when they started to go away from that, it allowed the rushers, Henderson and Sam Hubbard of the Bengals to, go off and just rush at will. Even if Mahomes was just scrambling back there, running around in circles for his life, making amazing play after an amazing play after amazing play, that takes a toll. Like, for some reason, the Chiefs went away from the run game, and that's just odd. They went away from the run game in a close game when they were running the ball really, really well. And I'm still just stunned that the Bengals defense almost like shut down the Chiefs offense after halftime. What kind of adjustments were made that Zach Taylor and that defensive staff made for that to happen? Because the way that first half looked, I didn't think that was going to happen at all. I did not think that was going to happen at all. And man, props to Joe Burrow, Joey B. Wow, I don't even know what to say, because he's doing this all with the average offensive line. Like, his offensive line is not great. He doesn't have all day to throw. And that's the scary part, because you know what the Bengals are going to do in the offseason? They're going to get linemen to protect Joe Burrow so that he can just sit back there and throw the ball all day. That's going to be scary. And the Cincinnati Bengals are really headed to the Super Bowl. This was an amazing second half. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe, and make sure that bell notification to notified every single time I upload. And I will see you all for the Rams game, Ram and Niners game. Let's get it.